You are about to learn why mutual physical attraction is essential to make your relationship work. If you are watching this and you are single, this will help you make an informed decision when it comes to choosing a woman to share your life with. If you are currently dating or you've just gotten serious boyfriend, girlfriend with a woman and you want to decide whether things will go towards marriage or not, then this video will also help clear up any doubts you have. With that said, let's dive right into it. And for those of you who are new, welcome to Relearning Relationships. My name is Christian, and I teach men to master relationships righteously. If you would like to learn more about what I teach and sign up to the Relationship Mastery course, the link is down below. Now, let's begin. Let's start by looking around at the world God made. Our eyes are the windows to admire His masterpiece. And when it comes to marriage and the opposite sex, why would God want two people, a man and a woman, to come together if they didn't find each other attractive from the very beginning? How painful would that be to share your life with a woman to find out that she doesn't actually desire you, that you're really not it, you're not the guy, you're not really her type, you're a second draft pick? And how would she feel if you settled for her and she wasn't really the right woman for you? Wouldn't that be a miserable relationship? Well, that is the reality for most couples nowadays because they don't know any better. They don't take relationships seriously, and as a consequence, they suffer. Their children grow up and see how their parents settle, and they repeat the same dysfunctional cycle, creating broken relationships and marriages that we see in the West. But it doesn't have to be this way. Prevention is better than cure. Good men learn about relationships when they're in one, which oftentimes is too late. But great men learn about relationships when they're single so that they are prepared and they can make the right choice. The reality is, men and women are designed to find each other attractive physically. And attraction, it's the cornerstone of intimacy. If there's no initial physical desire, how can there ever be an incentive to interact, to communicate, or to truly get to know each other? It's the spark that ignites curiosity and wonder between a man and a woman. We see this all the time. What's the first thing that guys do when you meet a beautiful woman? You tell your mates, you tell your buddies, you show them a picture. Guys, this is the girl I just met. I'm so excited, she's stunning. If she's not your type or you know she's not that cute, what do? You're ashamed. You don't want to tell anyone. You don't want to show anyone. You keep her hidden. You just want to give her a chance and see where it goes. And it's the same thing for the ladies. When the ladies meet a handsome man, they want to show it off to their girlfriends. Look at the man I'm with. Because you're proud of what you chose. So this is something that you really can't fake. Attraction, physical desire is just as important to women as it is to men. Deep down, everybody knows this. And if you don't, that is buried underneath a layer of insecurities that you need to overcome. But while physical desire alone won't sustain a lifelong bond, it's a natural and essential component of a successful marriage. Because when a man and a woman both find each other attractive, and I'm not talking, oh, he's kind of cute or she's average. I mean, you look at her and she's a 10 out of 10. She's exactly what you want. And she sees you the same way. You both don't feel like you're missing out. You don't feel like you lack anything outside of each other because you're each other's type. It's what you both want. And because it's mutual, you're both fulfilled. And this brings me to the next point, which is sexual desire. This is a precious gift from God. He wants a man and a woman to come together. And if they're supposed to grow old and enjoy each other for life, that is their only source of sexual intimacy. How could they possibly enjoy that if they don't find each other attractive to begin with? This is where you have to really start thinking. Do you want a one-sided marriage or an arranged marriage, or do you want a marriage where there is desire, there is passion? The reason you get married should not be only to have kids. That should be a byproduct of a man and a woman that are madly in love with each other, that honor each other, that are committed to each other, that actually yearn for each other. This is someone you're going to share your life with and create life with. You better choose wisely. So when it comes to sexual desire, it's crucial that you both find each other attractive, as this is one of the main reasons you even want to interact in the first place. Without desire, physically speaking, what's the point of building a life together? Let alone enjoying the physical aspects of intimacy and passion, which you will never enjoy. So a marriage on one side should be based on mutual physical attraction, because it's the initial reason why a man and a woman with standards would ever even consider having that first conversation or sending that first text message if you meet online. And it's that physical spark, that desire, that mutual attraction that is paired with compatibility, your shared values, your belief system, right, your lifestyle. This is what allows this physical attraction to become something deeper, to become emotional, an emotional attraction, right? Because physical attraction is a precursor to emotional attraction. If you both find each other attractive and you're on the same page on the important things in life, now you have the ingredients to grow together. And not just enjoy each other physically, but deeper. You can connect. You can really share each other's life. You can open up. You can be vulnerable. And this is where the relationship working starts to happen. This is what allows this emotional attraction to grow indefinitely. This makes love and connection flourish. But if you or the woman you are with have settled for less when it comes to physical attraction, it will limit the overall fulfillment of marriage. And of course, on the other end of things, if you're incompatible, you don't have the same values, of course that will lead to problems too. But obviously in this video, we're talking about mutual physical attraction. This is why in marriage, mutual physical attraction, think of it like a compass. It points towards lasting emotional attraction. Just like love, it's the key that opens the door to deeper connections. It's that spark that ignites the journey of intimacy. When a man and a woman find each other attractive, it creates a solid foundation. Obviously, this is not the whole story of a marriage, but it's where the love journey begins. So if you're looking to build a lasting, loving relationship, it does start with mutual physical attraction. If you don't have this, you are going to hurt each other. And some of you may think, but isn't this selfish? Isn't this a shallow judgment? Wrong. This is about honoring the gift of sexual desire. Your future wife deserves to be adored. She deserves to feel like the prettiest woman in the world by her husband. Likewise, you, as someone's future husband, you deserve to have a wife that adores you, that thinks you're the most handsome man in her eyes, that really craves you and wants you. Don't you deserve that? If you have one shot at that for a lifelong commitment, isn't that worth it? So that is why it is not shallow to have standards and to desire someone that you find attractive and that you expect the same back from them. Because if one of you settles, you're not only hurting you, but you're hurting them. If you are with a woman that you think is a 5 out of 10, you're not going to compliment her. You're not going to want to be intimate with her or really spend quality time with her. You will always feel like something's missing in your relationship. You might feel like the grass is greener, when in the reality is, she's not your type, and you may not want to come clean and say that to her. And in doing so, by spending more time with her and bonding, you're hurting that woman because she hasn't done anything wrong. She thinks you're an amazing man, but you don't feel like that towards her. And it's selfish for you to actually keep a woman in your life that you don't find attractive. You're better off letting her go, and she can find a man who does think she's a 10 out of 10. But that goes back to you too. It starts with you. How would you feel being stuck in a relationship with a woman that doesn't think you're a 10 out of 10? She thinks you're a 4 out of 10. You'd always be worried, thinking what can you do to make up to it? You'll always be on edge if another guy comes into the picture. That's not how a marriage or a relationship should be. You should have assurance that your woman has only eyes for you, and vice versa. And this is why mutual physical attraction is vital. It is not selfish, it's actually selfless. Because for you to truly open up and for her to do the same, you both got to find each other attractive to begin with and to really be each other's type physically. You can't settle for that because it will limit the overall fulfillment of the relationship. Which is why, without mutual physical attraction, there's a risk that intimacy will be reduced to mere duty. It will feel like an activity. You'll be married and you won't want to have sex with her. It's like, oh, I have to. You see all the memes on the internet, right, of all the women making little jokes about the husband wanting sex and she has to like dish it out and sex becomes like a chore instead of the most loving, passionate activity you can both do together. That is the life you are setting yourself up for if there is only one-sided physical attraction. If you think she's a 10 but she doesn't, or she does and you don't, this is what's going to happen. That's a guarantee. And the only way to make certain that that doesn't happen in your future relationship is that you and the woman you choose are each other's type. Without it, there is no genuine possibility of maintaining or developing deeper emotional attraction. You're only limiting how far you can grow. There is nothing else to do on the matter. You just have to choose right. Many people waste years of their lives involved with a romantic partner that doesn't align with what their actual type is. And you may very well be basing your standard of beauty on an unrighteous standard, on a fantasy, on a lust, on societal pressure, on a rejection, something that happened to you when you were younger. And this can taint the way you see women. And for that reason, you find yourself in a loop. Keep getting involved with women that you don't feel passion for, or you keep chasing after girls that you are passionate about, but they just don't feel the same way about you. So your happiness and your fulfillment matters, and I'd love to help you. And if you would like to learn more about attraction, and specifically on this topic, I have a video which I made recently on how to find your exact type with the literal blueprint to follow that I used to find my wife. And it's what I personally teach to my clients as well. That video will pop up now on screen, so you'll be able to give it a watch, and it will be linked down below in the description. And if you would like to get my help personally, work with me and sign up to Relationship Mastery to help you find the right woman for you and become the right man in the process, head over to my website, relearningrelationships.com, watch the video on the About page. When you finish, click on the calendar at the bottom at a time and date that suits you and book a call. And I'll see you on the other side.